Doug Shows. 2 national championship games, his 26th tournament. Here's a shot. Joplin, a 3 for Marquette. Right off the bat, and A.J. Desai. Cam Jones will take it the other way. A terrific game the other afternoon, and he sets up the Marquette offense, prying his way into the paint.
And we talk about Marquette and their ability to spread you out, and you see Lampkin very hesitant. It's hard to help out against Marquette because they spread the court out so widely.
Good pass, Lampkin, and a sledgehammer throw down by De Silva.
Another great pass, but great help defense there.
Joplin on top with a 3. Rebound retrieve Marquette. Jones, 3. First team all Pac-12 point guard. Finding Lampkin. He's a big body inside. Count it. Foul.
Well, I was going to say, obviously it's a great pass. He's double teamed, but how does he even hold on to that ball?
Simpson's going to be basically wearing Stevie Mitchell all night.
Yeah, and when he gets an open one like that, he almost has to knock it down.
Call it to the rack. Lampkin and Iguodala. Doubled again by Mitchell. Thrown away with the turnover. 3-on-1. Joplin, Mitchell to the hole. Bears have been in the top 17 in the AP poll all season long, and as high as number 3. 6 seconds on the shot clock. They go inside. Williams off the bench and in with the floater. Cody Williams. Lampkin is searching. There's Williams with the ball. He'll snake his way inside. Lampkin will tap it in.
Already in this tournament, drives like that create offensive rebounds. You have to take the body off the big to help.
Woo! Wow, getting up high. Iguodala. And De Silva. Back to Williams. Thought 3. Takes it in. Meets 2. And it's taken away again. Another Buffalo turnover. Kolek, who had the last assist, will give it to Joplin again. Gold's got it from New Zealand. Tyler Kolek. Driving and scooping. Shot clock is down to 9. A thicket of defenders. And where does he go? To Lampkin. He's covered by Iguodala. Cam Jones, who is terrific in the Big East tournament with 18 a game with a corkscrew move for 2.
Wow. Top 23-point shooter in the country. So you've got to close on him hard, and then he's on the attack on you. And another Colorado turnover.
Iguodala deflected the ball. Ross the other way. And back to O'Brien, and Kolek has got him, and doubled by Ross. They got Dak in, then got Dak is in, and a good feed, and he found the cutter. That was Luke O'Brien for 2. Shot clock at 3. Switch on defense. Bodies fall. 1 second to fire. Jones in time. Don't look at it.
Knock it down. That was clearly in time.
Well, look there. Is the ball out of his hand? And yes, it is, before that clock goes all the way to 0.
De Silva down low. Kolek is on him. Simpson drives and kicks. O'Brien 3.
There you go, and that's great offense.
And if that Marquette is going to trap down there in the low post, I think De Silva needs to go down there because he really handles that well.
Iguodala on the doorstep and over Dak.
That was way too easy with that. Any effort to do that there.
Inside, De Silva got it from O'Brien with the rebound collected by Jones. Cam Jones, a junior from Memphis, and he puts up a 3.
Wow, it's 4 to Jones. Jones on the quick pull-up.
And remember, he was number 2 in the Big East over the last 2 years in 3-point shots made. Simpson, little razzle-dazzle, takes it in. Setting a screen, and Jones now will try to carve his way in. Against Lampkin, the kick, Ross. Into O'Brien.
Wow, nice drive by Ross.
Simpson struggling from the floor. He's made 1 into Iguodala. Meets a wall, but gets it to go.
That's a great move. Iguodala did a great job, much bigger, outstanding.
Into Lampkin, that's the position he had the other night when they beat Florida. Kolek has got it. Ramrods his way inside.
There's that play again, the Inspector Gadget play, where his arm just stretches out.
Marquette has just done a much better job of converting.
Kolek with a turnover. Simpson was defending.
That's their 6th turnover, Marquette.
Simpson, 3. Kolek. Gold. A fake, drive, feed. Joplin. Joplin picked up his first. Lampkin is checked out. It's a three, and it's down the hatch. Javon Handley.
As long as we don't turn it over, we're scoring almost every time, so let's stop turning it over.
That's exactly right. The 6 turnovers, the only thing to keep it. Whoa. That's the ability that NBA scouts have seen, Kevin.
Well, you talk about the ability to play in transition. I mean,
Kevin, look at that, coast to coast. Great ability to get to the rim. But Kolek's going to get to his left hand. He's going to finish virtually every time.
And a great long-range shooter in the NBA for a time. Williams from 15.
Wow, this guy.
He's really helped him coming off the bench today.
Lampkin has just picked up his second.
First missed 2.
Yeah, finally missed a 2. But excellent defense by De Silva.
Back to Kolek it goes. Oh, look at the drive by Ross. Woo, flying up. He's got a 9-point lead for his Golden Eagles now with that drive.
Be careful here when they get back on defense. Just because you're in the half court,
Marquette never lets you get set defensively. They push it in transition, and the ball never stops moving.
A block by Ross after he jammed at the other end. Cam Jones checks back in for the Golden Eagles. Jones a 3. Wow, off the bench and sticks it.
Wow, it's 36 between them. They had 9 in the first half on 4 for 13 shooting.
Javon Handley got it, and he finally finds a Lampkin 2 inside on the doorstep, and he's got 11 points. Lampkin inside, Iguodala's on him, swinging it around. Down low it goes, O'Brien, and he spoon feeds the driving Tristan De Silva, who's got 4. Kolek barging his way inside on the reverse.
Wow, he has such great touch.
He's 5 of 5.
He has not missed a shot.
De Silva 3.
needed to get baskets. Check. Stan, what are they doing?
Well, there you go. He's looking to score the ball.
Good pass. But Iguodala lost it as he was climbing the ladder. The other way, Hadley. In the corner, Simpson. It's a 3. Lampkin has got him the center. Iguodala now goes up against the guard, Simpson. Ross is free to fire. It's a 3.
Yeah, but he did jump over Kevin.
Yeah, he did, and he did it well. De Silva blasting his way down the lane. And Kolek with a lot of congestion. Iguodala on the doorstep in for 2. Let's go to Andy Katz. Galloping inside and over Iguodala. No. Rebound Hadley. Kicks it out. Simpson will launch a 3. Shot clock is at 6. Simpson has got it. Iguodala in the way. De Silva a 3. Oh my. He's become a flamethrower.
Joplin sort of gets in the way. I mean, that wasn't really a switch. And what that allows...
Well, they were 3 for 13 as a team from 3 in the first half. They're 4 for 4 here in the second half.
Iguodala, he has got that move perfected.
He gets that ball off quickly.
Quick release, you're right, Coach.
He can pass, he can handle, he can post up.
Simpson, 3. All the Buffaloes are warming up now. Jones a big first half scoring. Iguodala tries to drive and finally finds the open Kolek in for 2. Kolek in, up, and down.
That's over a 6'9" guy, by the way.
Well, again, it's the Inspector Gadget, I'm telling you.
Shot clock at 9. Simpson down low. Hadley with the ball. Kolek is on him. Hadley.
That was a great job there, recognizing a mismatch down low and getting Hadley the ball in the low post.
Joplin with a great spin move and 2. Wow, what a play. 10 for him.
I still think with both teams, it's going to be taking care of the ball. They both can get shots.
Joplin gets the O'Brien miss. Marquette goes the other way.
That's my point, Stan. They can get shots, but Colorado's got
Joplin! Great pass by Kolek. Wow, it was. 6th man of the year. Take it in hard. It's a 3 to Silva. It's a rebound by the aggressive Hadley inside. Vacuums it in and puts it through.
But he went from one side of the rim to the other to secure that rebound.
Jones takes it in for the deuce.
Here keeping not only defensive pressure on, but offensive pressure on.
O'Brien and a three by Williams. He puts it in. Cody Williams.
That's
the
a
number
nice
7
pass.
high school player in the country playing for the Buffaloes. O'Brien. De Silva. Right down the middle.
He's got 12 and a half.
Almost knocked away. Gold 3. And he missed that time. Was injured in February. Iguodaro, look at him, nudge his way into the paint. Lampkin. Iguodaro on him. Switch on D. Simpson's free from the top of the key. It's a 2.
Kolek does have 5 turnovers tonight, Dan.
Sabering his way inside, Kolek. Colorado's got the ball. Under 6 to go. Hadley the move. The feed. Lampkin. Jones, who has 4 fouls for the Golden Eagles, is in. And Kolek will swirl. And Ross will fire a 3.
Wow. These teams don't go deep into their bench, but Cody Williams and Chase Ross have both contributed.
And a nice move inside by Simpson.
Can't get a better shot than that, Stan, particularly not against that kind of defense.
Kolek in, out, around, and down! Down! Kolek!
You don't have time for this.
It's Simpson with a 3. That's it. Game over. The Marquette Golden Eagles are going to the Sweet 16.